We're here on the Campbell River, in the city of Campbell River. This is the famous river that runs through town. And this is the kind of the place that everybody goes for salmon fishing and that people come here for, sort of mid-July through the end of October. One of the biggest things that when you're approaching a super busy river here, like the Campbell River, you want to come down and to be respectful of the resource and the locals that are here. When you come to the river, you want to make sure that you definitely have, or come to Campbell River in general, you want to have the right license. So, river fishing, freshwater license, any beach fishing, saltwater license. Typically, River Sportsman and Thai Marine, the two fishing stores, are going to have those licenses or access to them or give you the information on how to get them. They're also going to have some regulation books there, point you in the right direction. The Visitor Center in Campbell River too is going to have access to information on that as well. So Campbell River being the salmon capital of the world still, there's a huge connection to the people that live in Campbell River, and there's generations for sure that have fished this river and the ocean and lakes around here for a long time. So if you're coming here as a tourist, you definitely want to approach some people and ask them if they're local, see if they want to share some knowledge. But if they don't want to share knowledge, because there's lots of tight-lipped secrets, don't push it. There's definitely going to be people too that this is their passion, so they do want to share it with you. So they're going to tell you some tips and tricks and help you to land a fish properly and things like that. But this is obviously a small town like this is a pretty big lifeblood, the salmon here, for lots of these people. And you're going to find more of those local people on the Campbell River versus remote streams, remote lake on the ocean where you're not having that connection side by side on the river. So one of the biggest things is sort of leave that resource the way that you found it and be respectful to what's here and taking out your trash. And if you're breaking some stuff off in the river, some fishing line, try to get that out of there. You don't want to have these things. It's a pristine place, so we want to try and leave it like that if you're coming here to visit. If you approach the Campbell River or remote river, any of these rivers in this region, I think one of the biggest things is just if you see some people on the river, approach them and just talk to them. Be prepared for different responses. Some people are not going to be okay with it. Some people will be okay with it. You kind of have to respect that. I think if you ask, there's lots of different places you can go, but I think if you ask and have a polite discussion with people, you're going to get a positive response to be able to work in somewhere. Coming to Campbell River, fishing these rivers, and fishing this river in particular, is a pretty fantastic thing with amazing amounts of salmon. Things not to forget is just respect the people, respect the resource, and respect the fish.